Is my tomorrow self and my next year self going to say, thank you, Shauna. Thank you for what you did yesterday. Thank you for what you did last year. I'm so grateful. Or is future Shauna going to wish she could kick my butt? This is the Leading with Love podcast. We're gathered here to open our hearts, expand our souls, live fully in our gifts, and co-create the world we want to see. Let's dive right in. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Leading with Love podcast. I'm your host, Shauna. So glad you're here as always. And we have a fun one today. It's about your future self and who you are right now. And if you are serving, that is the question today. Are you serving your future self? Have you even thought about that before? I'm having this recognition more and more. And it's really important because we all have beautiful things we want to live into, but we may not catch this nuance is that we are right now, the present us is the past version of our future self. So everything that you do today in this now moment is making a choice for that future self and whether they get to coalesce into the person that you are hoping you will become, or they end up suffering for the choices that you're making now. If you want to be fit, is your future self going to look back and say, why were you eating popcorn and candy bars and drinking soda pop, or, all of the things that you might be doing today? Your behavior either sabotages or supports and serves your future self. Each choice you make in every moment is doing that. And I don't think we really talk about this enough. Are you doing things that your future self is going to look back and say, thank you? If I use myself as an example, is my tomorrow self and my next year self going to say, thank you, Shauna. Thank you for what you did yesterday. Thank you for what you did last year. I'm so grateful that you took that yoga class, went to the gym, made that podcast, reach out to that person, got enough sleep, ate healthy food. Or is future Shauna going to wish she could kick my butt because I did not do the things that she needed me to do to become who she wants to be? This power that we have is very important, and it's like having someone's life in your hands. It really is, except it's your life. Be cognizant of that fact that you are the past version of self for tomorrow you. Just as a really simple contextual example, the other day I was out on a sunny day and I was walking, and I had reserved my following day for podcast recording, for learning a course. I was taking a course, I was learning some things. I had actually paid for an Airbnb so that I could focus on these things that I wanted to learn and do, right? I was choosing tomorrow I'm going to be the Shauna that I want to be. I'm going to take care of the things that are important to me. And so on the day before, on the Friday, I was out walking by the water, and I dipped into this little cafe, and there were two options available to me. One of them was gelato, and it was pomegranate gelato, which I've never had before, and it sounded amazing. But I know when I eat sugar, when I eat something like that, I get a sore stomach and I don't feel well for hours, possibly even into the next day. And I knew that I was going to need breakfast the next morning and I wasn't going to want to go out. So what I wanted to do was get the gelato. And what I didn't really feel like doing and spending the money for, because I didn't need it immediately, was get that croissant for breakfast tomorrow morning. Now, a croissant is also an indulgence, but it had some healthy, it had like grilled vegetables in it, and it was wonderful. And I made a choice in that moment. I remembered this. And I said to myself, Shauna, it was like that moment where you flick yourself in the forehead. What are you doing? Support your future self. Serve her. And so I did. I said no, and in my mind, to the gelato, and I didn't order it, and I got the croissant. And sure enough, the next morning, there I was in my beautiful Airbnb, standing at the counter with my laptop in front of me, somewhat like I am now, but I was so grateful for that past version of me. I did not have a stomach ache. I had a great sleep the night before. I was fresh and ready and full on, energetic, just in perfect state for the work that I had said that I wanted to do that day. So I supported myself in being fully ready. And I had this beautiful breakfast that I could enjoy without having to go out again, without having to waste time, which I had already said I was going to dedicate to this process and these projects that I'm working on. And as it turned out, it was rainy and cold. I did not have an umbrella. I would have had to trudge quite a ways to get something for breakfast in the cold rain without even an umbrella, like I said. I absolutely was grateful that I did what I needed to do the day before. So, one other benefit of this that is very tangible, it will become tangible to you, is that you will begin to trust yourself. When you make decisions in this moment that serve your future self, when that future comes, tomorrow you will be able to trust themselves because you have shown over and over that you're going to make a decision that supports who you really want to be. And so there's a sense of self-love and a sense of self-trust that develops more and more as you are just paying attention to these choices that you are making. I'm not saying we have to be angels or we have to be perfect or never say yes to any indulgence. If you're going to have, for me, it would be key lime pie, not even necessarily pomegranate gelato. But if I'm going to choose to have something like that, I'll tell you this one thing. I'm going to have it without guilt and without regret. There might be some physical regret, but if I did make that choice, and if you do make that choice to do something that, feels good in the moment and may be something you're not going to love so much later, enjoy every second of it. Relish it. Do it fully. Do it passionately. Go for it completely, because you're still going to be able to trust yourself because you're making conscious choices. That's it for today. Thank you again for being here, and I hope this was helpful. I hope that it landed for you and there was something in it. I hope that it at least planted a little seed, because I love that. I love being a gardener for myself and others, metaphorically. Have an amazing day. You are amazing. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you enjoyed this episode and it helped you open your heart, feel inspired, and know that we are all connected. Please subscribe and share so this work can touch more people. This is how we co-create the world we want to live in. Thank you so much again for joining us, and talk to you next time. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you enjoyed this episode and it helped you open your heart, feel inspired, and know that we are all connected. Please subscribe and share so this work can touch more people. This is how we co-create the world we want to live in. Thank you so much again for joining us, and talk to you next time.